Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Grace, the face behind DG Garments and DG Fashion Academy. And here in the Good Wife platform, we grow in every area that matters. On this channel, we talk about fashion, family, marriage, lifestyle, purpose, and principal life lessons from God's Word. So if you're a woman who wants to grow in skills, in purpose, in confidence, and in mindset, this channel is your home. So, in our very first episode for the year, we talked about being a woman God can trust with prosperity, family, and influence. So, this week we're going to be looking at stewardship before prosperity. Let's get on with it. So, we're going to be focusing on what God looks for before increase. So, this message is about why God increases some people and delay others. So, it's not because of favoritism, but because of capacity. So first and foremost, let us look at what stewardship is all about. So what is stewardship? Stewardship is simply managing well what God has already put in your hands. Not necessarily money. It could be time, your skills, your character, your obedience, and your attitude in small places. The book of Luke 16 verse 10 says, he who is faithful in little will be faithful in much. So here you can say that increase follows faithfulness, not none. So number two, we're going to be looking at why God doesn't start with prosperity. Prosperity without stewardship, this is what it does. It destroys character, it exposes insecurity, it increases pressure, it magnifies mistakes and weaknesses. That is why God often trains in private, delays public recognition, tests your obedience in small assignments. So God does this not to punish you but to protect you. You see a lot of people try to get famous so quickly and so hastily, and God doesn't allow that to happen, and they begin to live a life of competition and you do it. That is because you are not ready to be in the limelight. Not because God doesn't like them, but because God is trying to protect them while preparing them. So we're going to be looking at the next point, which is stewardship in real life. So let's take for instance fashion as a skill. So it's going to be testing you're showing up consistently, finishing what you start. Some fashion designers, especially newbies, they are prone to starting an outfit and leaving it there unfinished. It's very, very common in this profession. So God looks at all of that. Another point is practicing even when nobody's watching. Are you practicing your skills? You learned fashion 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 1 year ago. Are you practicing it? Another thing God is going to be testing is using what you have, not waiting for more. Okay, you have one sewing machine and you want to employ somebody because you don't have another machine. Because of that, you just abandon fashion. So use what you have until God multiplies you. One thing you need to know about God is that God multiplies used gifts, not hidden ones. So in time, planning your week. Do you plan your week? Reducing distraction. Do you get distracted through social media and other things? Another point we're looking at why some women stay small. Some is because of low self-esteem. Sorry, my voice. Not necessarily because they lack potential, but because low self-esteem has made them shrink. Fear of visibility keeps them hidden. Past rejections makes them quiet, so they begin to wait for permission to shine. That is not God's way for you. Arise, shine, for the light has come. Arise, shine, for your light has come. That is God's will for you. So stewardship is the gateway to breaking limitation. Every time you show up, even when afraid, you show up. You teach even when you're imperfect. You post even when few are watching or engaging. I'll take an example for myself. When I started posting and engaging than posting on my social media platform, I really have comments, I really had engagement, but I kept on with it. I didn't stop. And today it's not the same case. Okay, today that's not the same case. Okay, I have a lot of engagement just because I kept on being consistent. I was faithful in that little space God gave to me. So that can be used also. Because you posted yesterday and nobody engaged on your post, you stopped completely. No, that's not how it works. So you serve even when you're not celebrated. You keep doing those things. Keep doing it. Even if you're not celebrated, you're not recognized. Keep on with it. Consistency is the key. So when you keep showing up, you break limitations even without you knowing. So visibility is not pride. Visibility is obedience. When God gives you a voice, show yourself. Shine. That's what shine. Shine means manifest. Be visible, show up, don't shrink. So I believe this year I made a choice, I've made a decision. No more shrinking, no more hiding, no more waiting to be perfect. I'll do it even afraid. Okay, God has given you that idea. God has given you that direction. Go for it. Do it afraid. And before you know it, you have broken background limitations. I'm sure I have some other women who also decide to make up their mind to show up this year, even if not perfect, but consistently, and you will qualify for God's prosperity. So I choose to steward my voice, my skills, my family, and my calling well. This is because prosperity follows stewardship and influence follows obedience. Thank you guys for staying up to this point in this video, and feel free to drop your comments, share, subscribe, and know what you feel about this video and how the steps you're going to be taking henceforth, to break that limitation. Show yourself, arise and shine according to God's word for your life. Thank you so much for staying up to this point, and see you in my next video next week. Bye.